Hey, what's up everybody? It's Renee with Pulse Automation and Security. I want to start with apologizing. I haven't posted a whole lot of content lately. It's been a crazy fourth quarter of the year. I feel incredibly blessed and honored how busy we've been. Shout out to all of our home builders and customers who continue to refer us and send us business. We are just so grateful and so thankful for that. I know a lot of people are struggling right now and we feel for them. We've done a lot of charitable work lately as well to try to give back to our community because so many people are hurting. So just want to start out with that and say thanks to all those who continue to support us. We just can't thank you enough. So I want to get right into it today. We're going to talk about a topic that has come up a lot this summer with everybody working from home right now, kids at home doing school. Internet and home network has been a huge topic for us this summer. We've done a lot of jobs regarding and concerned about home network. So we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna talk about routers today, right after this intro. All right, so first things first, let's talk about the router and what the router does. They come in all different shapes and sizes. The router is kind of self-explanatory. It routes the traffic on your home network. It is the man in charge. It runs everything. So whenever you plug a device into the network, whether it's wired or wireless, it's going to get an IP address from the router. So your TV might be 192.168.1.3 and your Xbox might be .5. And so that's what this guy does. It routes the traffic, hence the name router. We can get into way more detail in another video, but that's what we're going to stick to today. So what am I holding here? You've probably seen this guy before. This is from your internet service provider, and this is called the gateway, okay? Why is it a gateway and not just called a router? It's because it's all in one. It does everything. This is, of course, the router. It also does the Wi-Fi, and it also has a switch built into it. So this particular device has 4 extra ports on the back where you can hardwire 4 more devices or go to a switch and then out to more devices that way as well. So that's why it's called the gateway, because it's an all-in-one product. You'll probably recognize who this is from. Doesn't matter. Every internet service provider has their own version of this box. And quite frankly, they just suck. I'm sorry, but they do. These things were bought a long time ago in order for them to install it and put it into your home or business today. And that's just the plain old truth. They ordered these things by the thousands in bulk. They sit in their warehouse, and when you call to get internet, this little thing comes out to your home and they plug it in, and it's even got the Wi-Fi name and password already on the side of it, pre-built, and it goes into your home. The problem with this, well, one, they have total full control of my network, which as a geek and a tech, that really ticks me off. I don't want them in my stuff, all right? I need internet from them and that's it. I wanna take it from there. So that's the first thing, is they have control. Anytime you have a service problem or an issue or you wanna change the Wi-Fi or something, you have to call them and have a technician come out to change that stuff, which is annoying. Number 2, this thing probably lives somewhere in the corner of your home or basement. That's another big issue. This is where the Wi-Fi comes out of. So if this thing is in an office in the front corner of your house, the other side of the house is probably not getting good Wi-Fi signal. Or a lot of times they'll put this thing in the basement, because and here in the Midwest, that's where the wire comes into your home, and so that's where they throw this guy. So now upstairs in your master bedroom on the 3rd or 2nd floor, this thing probably doesn't reach, and you're probably having Wi-Fi issues because of that, okay? All right, Renee, so what should we do if we don't want to use the internet company's gateway? Well, you've got 2 options, and you have to ask yourself, is my home wired with Cat 5 or Cat 6 or better internet cabling? If your home is wired, then you'll probably want to go with a traditional type of system, which we'll talk about next. If it is not wired with Cat 5 or Cat 6 or better, then you're going to want to go with probably a mesh network. You can buy a router off of Amazon. The Netgear Nighthawk comes to mind. Those things are fantastic. They're $200-300. It's got a bunch of antennas coming out of it. Looks kind of crazy. That's great. That's definitely a huge upgrade from this guy. But positioning that router is the biggest thing. That thing needs to live in the center of your home so that it reaches everywhere with good signal. And so putting it in the middle of the home with a wire connected to it is probably going to be the biggest downfall. And so a lot of people just can't do that. So they buy that awesome $300 router, but then again, it lives in the office somewhere in the corner of the house, or maybe down in the basement or some room some way off, and it doesn't reach everywhere like it should, no matter how many crazy antennas are coming out of it. So this is our go-to. This is called the Eero. Mesh network system. This is one of the nodes or devices that goes in the house. This one gets plugged into the internet modem. And then you put as many of these in your home as it takes to cover all of the square footage. Each of these covers about 2,000 square feet. So most houses probably needs 1, 2, maybe 3 of these guys, but we strategically place them to reach every nook and corner of the home. This is the brand new one from Eero. This is Wi-Fi 6, which is the fastest, newest version of Wi-Fi standard. So this is our go-to for wireless systems. This also has an extra port on the back, and we can wire this into a network switch and then go out to more hardwired devices. So when we put this thing, it probably lives in the AV rack, and we can still connect some other devices hardwired into the system. Everything else will connect wirelessly through this guy. And why do we like this guy? Well, as the installer, we have remote access into this system. I can't see what you're surfing for online or what shows you're watching on Netflix, but I can see if there's ever an issue with this device. I can see if it needs a firmware update. I can see if it's having internet trouble speeds. I can see when it drops offline. And so I can warn you about those issues. I can probably remotely fix those issues, which is another big benefit. Number 2, this comes with a fantastic mobile application, which you as the customer has installed on your phone or your mobile device, and you have total control of your network. You can change the Wi-Fi anytime you want. You can add a guest network anytime you want. You can change the Wi-Fi password. You can see all the devices that are connected to your network. So if you see something strange on there, you can literally boot that device off of your network, and you have total full control, which you don't get from this guy. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. You should have total control of your home network, and this does it for you. All right, so the last option and our most common option that we do as a systems integrator is the traditional type of router. You're looking at this thing and going, holy cow, Renee, what is that? This is really a commercial grade router. And that sounds crazy, like if I put this into your home, but it's not. If you look at today's homes, we have quadrupled the number of devices that are on the home network. It is not uncommon to have 100 or more devices connected to the network nowadays. Think about all the devices and things that are connected to the internet in your home. And every day we end up bringing more and more stuff like the video doorbell or a camera, network camera, kids' toys, devices, the vacuum, the fridge, the dryer, you name it is now connected to the internet. And so that's why the router is so very important nowadays. So when you do a project with us, if it's a new construction project, we'll wire the home with Cat 6 or better, and we'll put one of these guys in. This particular router is from the company called Arachnus, and it has a remote management software built in called Oversee. And again, that helps us as the installer to see the devices on the network, routers, switches, wireless access points, that kind of thing, and helps us troubleshoot. A lot of times we'll see something fall offline or have an issue long before you do. We can fix it remotely. It literally will notify us by email or text, and we can fix that issue before you even know about it. So what does this guy do? So this is a commercial grade router. It can literally do hundreds of devices. It has a dual WAN port, which is why we like this one. So you've got your main internet connection coming in. You can also do a backup connection if you need to with this. So it's some redundancy, and some businesses need that. It has 4 ports on the back. It's a gigabit rated switch, which again is the fastest, latest connection stuff. And then this would tie in or go with another whole network type of system. So this would be the main guy on the network, or the tree. Top of the tree is the router. Below this would go like a network switch. And then from here we go out to wireless access points. Wireless access points are a whole nother topic, but it's how we do Wi-Fi in our projects. So again, we strategically place those around your home or your business so that you get beautiful Wi-Fi signal as you walk around. You never lose signal. Your device will automatically connect to the closest Wi-Fi connection point. So that is the 3 different systems, guys. This one's from your internet service provider. This is a great Wi-Fi system called Mesh Network, and this is more your traditional hardwired fastest type of connection is the traditional router like this. So again, we can go way deeper into this topic, but I just kind of wanted to touch on this today and kind of show you what's going on out there right now, some of the stuff that we've seen this summer. If you have additional questions, please feel free to reach out. I'm happy to help out and answer any of those questions. Leave those in the comments below, or just send me an email or whatever you feel like contacting me. So holidays are around the corner. I want to wish everybody happy holidays and a prosperous new year, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.